afternoon. Good to see you again. It's Mr. Good again. It's choosing with counting principle today, whereby we are just going to look at what part 3, whereby we are just going to look at the arrangement of gender. Remember that we did part 1 as well, part 2. Today we are just gonna do part 3, whereby we are just going to look at what gender, right? Then please, I'm begging you guys, don't forget to subscribe and also share the video. Just comment in the comment section, then you share the video as it is, all right? Yes, so that you're just gonna be a big family, all right? Okay, let's go. Then counting principle, as you know, that is whereby we're just going to look at how to count or arrange any item, anything, can be a letter, can be numbers, digits, can be gender as well, it can be any items, okay? Therefore, remember, we said that for a counting principle, we need to find out the total space of item that I just talked about. After that, you draw the horizontal line. Those horizontal line indicate what the events. After that, between the horizontal line, you put a multiplication sign, okay? Then after that, you punch your calculator, then you know the rule, all right? Then the rules on part 1 as well on part 2, okay? Just go and check part 1 and part 2 so that you're just going to understand what is happening here, all right? Therefore, today we're just going to look at what's in the gender. A gender, we normally say that is whereby we're just going to look at what's in the number of what learners. There is whereby we're just going to look at what the number of boys and also what and girls, okay? The number of boys as well as the number of what the number of girls, okay? How many arrangement that is just gonna be happen only if you're just arranging the number of boys as well as the number of girls in a situative arrangement, okay? Therefore, here we are just going to look at what is the situative arrangement. The seat arrangement, that means that you're just going to have a set of chair. Therefore, those sets of chairs, they are just indicating what the events, okay? Because you're just doing what the choices, how many arrangement or the seat that are just going to happen. Only if you're just wanting 5 chairs, then you just want to arrange different people on the 5 chairs, okay? Therefore, remember, then the seat arrangement, you're just arranging different people, okay? The number of girls as well as the number of boys, okay? Therefore, that means here we are just gonna look at we are just telling what factorial. Therefore, factorial is very, very important to understand factorial, the way factorial we are just going to use, all right? Then we're going to use factorial only if you are just arranging different things, as well as just going to use factorial only if you are just looking at the treatment of letters as identically, all right? As a difference, all right? Therefore, then we use a factorial also when I just talk about the treatment of letters identically, all right? Therefore, we know the factorial is whereby I just want the sign. This is the sign that we normally use when we talk about factorial, all right? Then let's go. Then here on the gender, they're just gonna give you the number of boys as well the number of girls. Okay, they're gonna ask you how many arrangements that are just going to be created, whereby we are just having 4 boys as well as 3 girls. All right. Then, for example, they're just gonna give you the total number of boys. We have 4 boys, and we have and we have 3 girls. Then, how many arrangements? That is just gonna happen only if you are just going to want to arrange this number of girls as well the number of boys. Okay. Therefore, remember the rule says that we need to find out the total space of an item that you are choosing from. Okay. Therefore, here we have a total space of 4 plus 3 is equals to 7. All right. This 7, it is a total space of number of girls as well as a number of boys that we're just gonna choose on. All right. Therefore, the first question is gonna come with is just gonna be look like. They're just gonna ask you how many arrangement that's just gonna be happen only if these four boys and also three girls, they are just gonna be arranged in randomly in a certain chair. Then those chair, there is no restriction of what arrangement. Okay, therefore, if they are just saying that there is no restriction, if there is no restriction, what is happening when we are just having no restriction? We are just going to arrange this number of boys without having what a restriction. Then what is going to happen here? We are just going to say that if there is no restriction, then we have 7 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this one, we have 7 chairs. Therefore, we need to arrange 4 boys as well as 3 girls. No restriction, okay? Therefore, we're going to say that how many, what is the total single space of what number of boys as well as the number of girls? Then it's going to be what? 7. Therefore, that means from the first chair, and second chair, third chair, fourth chair, and we have 5 chairs, 6 chairs, and 7 chairs. For the first chair, we are just going to choose on how many, what is the single space that you're just going to choose on. Then we have 7. Then we have 7 here from the first chair. Why 7? Because we're just choosing on the total single space of what? Of 4 boys as well as 3 girls. Then we are just choosing randomly. Then we're gonna choose on 7. Then after that, for the second chair, now the one person to sit can be a boy, can be what? A girl. Okay. Then for one person to sit now, we left with what? 6. Then 2 persons to sit. Then we left with what? 5. Then we left with 4. We left with 3 and 2 and 1. Okay. Therefore, remember the rules say that you draw the horizontal line that indicates what the event. After that, you put what? The multiplication between what? Between the events or between what? The option that you choose from. Then after that is same as what? 7 factorial, because we are just arranging this what? Total single space until what? 1. Remember, factorial means what? The descending of what natural numbers until what? 1. All right. Therefore, 7 factorial. 7 factorial is same as 5,040. It's same as 5,000 and what? 40 arrangement or 40 ways. That's just gonna be happen this arrangement. Okay. Then we're going to start with a girl, a boy, a girl, a boy, a girl, a boy, until what? Until we're going to arrange them 5,040 ways. That arrangement that is just gonna be what happen. All right. Then after that, they are just going to ask you the second question. Arrange, do the arrangement whereby only boys now, only boys, only boys are grouped together. Only boys are grouped together. What's happening? When you're just having only boys are group party together, then what is going to be happen? How many arrangement that's just going to be what created? All right. Therefore, if you are just talking about the number of boys that are grouped together, you don't care about the number of what of girls. Okay. The only thing that you're gonna consider is just what the number of boys. Therefore, how many number of boys that we have? We have 4 boys. Then we're going to say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have 7 chairs, but you need the number of the boys must be grouped together. Therefore, that means that you are just going to have boy, and what? Boy as well, a girl, and a girl. Okay. Therefore, that's the first entity that is just going to be created. Then we can start with a boy. This one is grouped. The boys are all together, as you see. Or you can say that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you can say that a girl and a boy, and also a boy. Therefore, still the boys are grouped together, as you see. Therefore, here we have a girl and what? A girl. All right. Then as well, we're just gonna say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, we're going to say we have a girl, and a boy, a boy, a boy, and a boy. Then still the boys, they are grouped together, and the last one is going to be what? A girl, okay? Then as well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to say that we have a girl, a girl, and a girl, and what's it? A boy, and a boy, as well as a boy. Still, the boys are grouped together, as you see. Okay, therefore, now this is a first entity. This is a second entity, as well as a second third arrangement, as well as a fourth arrangement that is just going to be what happen. But this fourth arrangement can start here, and also this one can be start here, and also this one can be here, and also this one can be here. Therefore, this arrangement is just going to happen in 4 factorial, okay? Because you are just going to do this arrangement in different ways. These 4 can be here at 1, and 1 can be here, and 2 can be here, and 4 can be here. Then where the boys, they are at the end, okay? Therefore, these 4 indicate that we are just going to have 4 different arrangement. Therefore, it's going to be 4 factorial. Then after that, you multiply by an arrangement of of boys here. Then it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. We are just gonna make an arrangement inside the box by 4 factorial. This 4 factorial indicates that we have different boys here. All right. Therefore, we are just gonna have 4 factorial, which is going to be equal to 4 factorial times 4 factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial times 4 factorial times 4 factorial. It's just going to be equal to 576. It is 576 ways, okay? Therefore, we normally say that this question, as well as this question, you can do in other ways. Common principle you can do in many ways. We have a rule or a formula that we use to do this quick, okay? If you don't want to do this counting principle, we are just gonna have a rule that we need to know, you need to know before you go to an exam, so that you're just going to apply this very quick, because it just gonna to cost 2 marks, all right? Therefore, what you're going to do, if you are just saying that only boys are grouped together, then what you're going to do, then we have the rule. The rule says that we open bracket, then we have a number of a number of girls plus 1 factorial times the number of boys factorial. Okay, therefore that's the rule that we normally use. The number of girls, how many girls do we have? We have 3 girls, therefore we're going to have 3 plus 1, then we have factorial times a number of boys, it is 4 factorial. Then 3 plus 1 equals to 4 factorial times 4 factorial. Alright? Therefore, it's same as this one if you're just using this formula. As well here, we are just going to say if they say there is no restriction. When there is no restriction, we're going to say that we have a number of boys plus a number of girls, factorial. Therefore, then 4 plus 3 equals 4 plus 3 equals 7. Therefore, it's going to be 7 factorial. If you don't want to use this counting principle rule, then we're going to use the formula here on on grouping the gender. Then we have boys plus a girl factorial. Then here we have a girl plus 1 factorial. Why is plus 1? It's because you are just going to have 4 entity. We always plus 1, the number of gender that you are not grouping. Okay? Then if you are just grouping the number of girls, then we're gonna plus 1 on the number of boys. Okay, let's go. Let's look at and then the grouping of a number of girls together. Only girls that are grouped together. What is going to happen? Only girls that are grouped together. Therefore, we're going to say that we have only girls. Only girls are grouped together. only girls are grouped together, then what is going to happen? If only girls they are grouped together, then we're going to say that the number, open the bracket, the number of boys plus 1 factorial times the number of girls, what is factorial? That is the formula to you. What is the number of a boy is 4. 4 plus 1 equals to 5. Then you're going to have 5 factorial times what's the number of girls? It is 3. Then you have 3 factorial. Then after that you punch what your calculator. Then you're going to get what 5 factorial times 3 factorial is gonna give you 720. It is 720 ways. That is just gonna be what happen. All right. Therefore, if you don't want to use this rule, you can use a dash line that indicates what is the number of chairs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chairs. Then you need to group the only girls together. We have a girl, and a girl. Then they are grouped together. Then we have a boy, and a boy. You don't care about the boy. The only thing that you care about it is a number of what girls. They must be all together. Or you can start with what a boy and a girl and a girl and a girl and a girl. You see, these are grouped together. Then here we have a 1, 2, 3. Then you have a boy and a boy and what? A boy. Okay. Or you can start with what? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can start with what? A boy and a boy and a boy and a boy. Then you can a girl and a girl and a girl. They are still all together. Then you can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, you can say that we have a boy and a boy, or you can say that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Then you can say that we have a boy, a boy, a boy. Then you can say that we have a boy and a boy and a boy, a boy and a boy and a boy and a boy. Then we have a boy and a boy. We have a boy and a girl and a white girl and a girl. Then we have still this gender together. Then we have a boy and what? A boy. Then how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entity. Then the arrangement of gender is just gonna be happen. Then it's gonna be what? 5 factorial times. Then after that, you look at what's the arrangement inside what's the box. Then we have 3 cars. Then we're going to arrange them in 3 different ways, which is 3 factorial. Therefore, it's just gonna be equal to 5 factorial times 3 factorial, which is same as 720 ways. Yes. All right. Wait, I don't have time. Okay, then, and also they are just gonna ask you whereby the number of the boys are grouped together. Boys, only boys and girls are grouped together. Only boys and girls. Only boys and girls are grouped together now. Are grouped together. Then what is happening when only boys and the girls are grouped together? Then what is going to do? Then you're going to say that we have a formula. The formula says that when it is about the group of a number of boys as well as the number of girls, we always have a number of boys factorial times the number of girls factorial times 2. We always have a number of boys factorial times a number of girls factorial times 2. These two, what does 2 mean? It means that you're just going to have what 2 arrangement. Let's look. And we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to say we have boy and a boy and a boy and a boy in a set arrangement. Therefore, the boys are grouped together. Then here we have a girl and a girl and a girl, still the girls. they are grouped together. Or you can say that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to say that we have a girl and a girl and a girl. Then this is a girl and a girl and a girl. Therefore, we have a boy and a boy and a boy and a boy. Therefore, this is a grouping. Therefore, do you see you have only two entities, 1 and 2. Then these two indicate that you have what? Two entities. Then inside now, we are just going to arrange the number of boys by 3 apply 4 factorial. How many boys do we have? 4 factorial times the number of girls inside the box is going to be what? 3 factorial, then times 2. This 2 means that the number of girls or the number of boys can be at the first or at the what? At the end. Okay, you see that? These 2. Then after that, you multiply, you get your answer. It's going to be equal to 4 factorial times 3 factorial times 2 factorial. Then you're going to get what? 288 ways. Okay? Therefore, this is another equation that's going to come out. Okay? Then, and also we have this one whereby we just about the alternating, okay? When the number of boys, they are just going to be arranged in a alternating, okay? In an alternating. When they are just arranging in the alternating, then we normally say that it's just going to be happen only if the number of boys plus the number of girls is just going to give you what? The odd number. Okay? Therefore, as you see 7, it is an odd number. You cannot do an alternating arrangement only if the number of boys, if there were 4 boys and were 4 girls. Then if you add this number, 4 plus 4 is going to give you what? 8. Then the alternating cannot be what? Okay, here since this number is an even number, it only occurs only if the number of boys plus the number of girls is gonna give you what? Odd number. All right, let's go. Then when I just know about the alternating, is whereby we normally say that is whereby we are just going to look at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chairs. Then we're going to say that a boy and a girl, a boy and a girl, a boy and what? A girl and what? And a boy. Okay? Do you see? That is the first alternating. It can be a boy and a girl, a boy and a girl, a boy and a girl, and a boy and a girl. Or can be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can be a girl, a boy, a girl, a boy, a girl, a boy. But here we left with what? Only one boy now. Do you see? This is not what the alternating. The alternating cannot happen only if the number of what? Only if we are just going to start with what? The girl at the first chair. But it's just going to happen only if you're going to start with what? The number of what? Boys. That means that we have only one entity. That means this one is not going to be, okay, since this one is less what number of what? Of number of girls. Always, when the number of girls is bigger than the number of boys, then this entity is going to start with what? The number of girls. All right, you see that? Then here, what is going to happen? We're going to say that if we are just talking about the alternating, we're going to say the number of boys factorial times the number of girls factorial times 1. This one just indicates we have one arrangement C that is just going to be happening. We are just going to have one arrangement C. Then the number of boys, it is 4. Then it's going to be 4 factorial times the number of girls, it is 3 factorial times 1. Therefore, you punch your calculator. Why is 4 factorial? Because here we are just going to choose on 4 boys, and here we left with what now? 3 boys, and here we left with what? 2 boys, and here we left with what? 1 boy. And here we have 3 girls, then here we left with 2 girls, and here we have 1. Then that's why we have 4 factorial. This is 4 factorial for boys. This is 3 factorial for girls. That is just going to be happening on this what? Seat arrangement. Then after that, you punch your calculator. You are just going to get what? we're going to get 144. It is 144 ways arrangement that is just going to be what it happens. All right. Then the last one, they're just going to say that the youngest brother or the couple, let's say that a couple is same as what the youngest brother and the sister. Then a couple, one couple, one couple, one couple, one couple, one couple is sit all is just grouped all together. One couple is sit all together. Remember, the couple is a boy and what and a girl. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then one couple is dropped. Then can be a boy and what and a girl. It must be what it drove together. Then we left with what? We left with what? A boy and a boy and a boy and a boy and a girl and what? A girl. Yeah, all right. The only thing that we're going to consider it is this couple shift, the horizontal shift. Then it's gonna move here. Then it's gonna be a boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Then it's gonna be a boy and a boy and a girl. It's going to be moved like this one. Then a boy, as well as a girl, and also a girl. Okay. Then this shift arrangement, you can say, is a boy, then a couple, a boy, and a couple, a boy, a couple, then a boy and a girl and a girl. This is just shifting until here. Then it's just gonna shift on how many ways. It's just going to say that if you're just doing a couple, what you're going to do, we're just going to say that we have 2 factorial for couple. Then after that, you're going to say that times open brackets. Then after that, you're going to say the number of what? The number of girls plus the number of boys plus 1 close bracket factorial. Then this number of girls and girls is the number of boys that are remaining. Okay. Then we have 2 factorial times how many girls that are remaining. How many girls that are remaining that are not inside the box? How many they are 2? Then we have 2 plus how many boys that are outside the box? They are 3. 3 plus 1. The formula, that one is just telling us the entity. Then 2 plus 3 plus 1 equals 6. Therefore, we have 2 factorial times what? 6 factorial, which is going to give you what? Is going to give you what? 2 factorial, 2 factorial times 6 factorial. Answer is 1,440. 1,440 ways. Okay. Therefore, if you use a formula and also if you use this entity, this shift of couple is just going to shift until the end at the last 2 chair. Therefore, it's just going to shift on how many ways? 6 ways. Then these 2, it means that we're just going to arrange the number, the girl and the boy inside 2, because we have what? Two genders here, in different genders. Then we have 2 factorial. It means that we are just going to arrange a girl and a boy 2 factorial. We can start with a girl here, and we can start with a boy here on this chair. Therefore, it's going to be 2 factorial. Then we call it a couple. Sometimes they're just saying that a youngest brother and a youngest sister, they are grouped together. Then same as a couple. Then you put them on the box. Then after that, there's a chair that are remaining. You're just putting the number of boys that are remaining. Then after that, the formula you write is 2 factorial. This 2 factorial indicates that we have this arrangement of the younger sister and brother here inside the box. Then this girl plus 1 plus boy plus 1 is just the number of boys that are remaining outside. Okay. Therefore, you count how many boys that are remaining outside. Then after that, you put factorial. Then after that, you punch your calculator. Then you're gonna get this gender arrangement. That is all about the gender arrangement. We are just going to look at the group. No, we are just going to look at no restriction. Where there is no restriction, we are just adding the total number of girls and the boys. Then you put factorial. But when you're just talking about only boys, they are grouped together, you are just gonna add what one on the number of what on the number of girls, then times what's the number of boys factorial. Then when you're just about only girls factorial, you are adding one on the number of what boys factorial, then you multiply by the number of girls factorial, then use a formula. Then after that, you punch your calculator on the couple, you just multiply with the 2 factorial. These 2 factorial indicate what the number of girls. Then after that, you multiply with that the number of girls and the number of boys that are remaining outside factorial. Then we're gonna get what your solution. Alternating is just the number of boys factorial times the number of girls factorial. Alternating is just gonna happen only if you're just adding only these 2 numbers. They're gonna give you what the odd number always. Therefore, alternating is just gonna come there. It's no longer going to come only if we are just adding the number of girls and boys, whereby there is even number. All right, then please don't forget to subscribe and also share the video. Then tomorrow we're going to look at what platform whereby you're just arranging any items. Okay, can be a food, a t-shirt, trouser, cars arrangement. Then also you're just gonna create what the number plate. Okay, tomorrow whereby you're just going to look at what the letters as well as what digits. Okay, the number plate tomorrow. All right, good night.